Hey everybody, this is Jason here, just with a quick weather update. This is the first time I've ever attempted to try and do any kind of weather video. Usually I just throw out some words and kind of let you read it and take it as you want to. Not the best at speaking, not the best at drawing, but I kind of want to get a point out there to what I think is going to happen over the course of tonight and then tomorrow. One of the main things I want to stress to everybody is the difference between freezing rain and sleet. A lot of people look outside, they'll see little ice pellets bouncing on the ground, and they'll think, oh, that's freezing rain. In fact, that's sleet. Where the problem comes in is people often look outside and they'll see what looks like liquid or rain coming down and falling on the ground, and they'll say, oh, everything's fine, that's just rain. Well, actually, there's a big difference. That's actually freezing rain when the temperature's below freezing. So I'm going to kind of draw it out so you can kind of get an idea of what the difference is, because freezing rain is very dangerous because it can kind of give people the misconception that it's just liquid, it's warm enough, the roads are fine. Freezing rain and sleet, the main difference in that is that sleet is an ice pellet. I'll kind of draw here. Like I said, bear with my drawing skills. I'm not the best drawing, not the best at speaking. Let's say this is the ground here. And then here, you've probably heard the term wedge. There's a cold air wedge in place, and that's what we have in place now. And let's kind of draw, this is our house here, and a little window there. And up above the house, we have the sky and the atmosphere. And up here, we have a high pressure that's moving out, but it's funneling in very cold air. As we all know, it has been cold the past few days. Now, you're looking directly up in the sky. Let's break this down into 3 sections. We'll do that section there, that section here, and then we'll go with this section here. All right, we're going to say this is less than 5,000 feet up in the atmosphere, okay? Let's say this is between 5,000 and 10,000 feet. And then let's say this is 10,000 feet and up, just as an example. Of course, there's differences in the heights, but I'm just using this as an example. So up here we have clouds and we have moisture and we have precipitation falling down, much like it's going to come through tonight and tomorrow. So let's say you're on this end of the spectrum over here. When this snow, all the moisture in the atmosphere, a lot of times begins as snow or a snow crystal. When the cold air is very deep, say from the surface all the way up into where snowflakes and moisture form, that snowflake makes it all the way down to the ground. That's when the whole atmosphere from ground to top is below freezing. You'll have snow. So over on this side, we have just plain snowflakes. All right? And we all, of course, know what snow is. But in this section here, we still have the precipitation coming out of the clouds. It falls through here, but right here is where the temperature goes above freezing. So when that snowflake comes down, it melts back into a liquid form. But between this 5,000 and 10,000 feet down here to the surface, where we're at, it has a chance, once it becomes liquid, to refreeze into an ice pelt once again. Now, this is what sleet is. That's the little ice pellets that you'll see bouncing off your cars or on the sidewalks out there. Now, here is the dangerous thing, and this is the point that I really, really want to stress, and the point that I want to get out to everybody, what freezing rain is, and what you're probably going to be waking up to in the morning. You may look outside, and like I said before, it looks like it's raining, so everything's just fine, but that's not the case. So let's go over what freezing rain is. Once again, freezing rain is not sleet. That's not where that's sleet is where the ice or the rain is refrozen into a sleet pellet. But here, the cold air layer is much more shallow. So we still have the snow or the liquid that forms up here in the upper levels of the atmosphere. Well, all of this is above 32 degrees Fahrenheit, which is above freezing. But down here, where we are, this is our house, it's below 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So when this comes down, this is all liquid, okay, because this is all above 32 degrees. When it comes down into this shallow air, it hits the houses, the trees, the sidewalks,
the roads, but it looks like it's rain. But being that this is below 32, as soon as that liquid hits, it freezes on impact. Once again, it looks like rain, but when it hits, it freezes. So that's the big difference between freezing rain and sleet. Now, what's our time frame looking like? Right now, currently, it's about 9 o'clock p.m. I just checked the radar. We do have some moisture coming in from Georgia. It looks like the furthest east that it's come as far as surface observations go, I think there's some light rain going on in Knoxville in that area now, and that's slowly coming up north and east. The time frame I think this is going to start is probably, say, the 2 to 3 in the morning time frame. Will probably start as some sleet and some freezing rain mixed, because we're still the atmosphere, the cold air layer is still relatively thick enough to support some sleet, but it will support freezing rain. But that transition, probably around 6 in the morning, or when you get ready to go out and drive to work in the morning, is going to transition to all freezing rain. And then we're going to say we're going to start about 6 a.m. Now, once again, when you look outside, it's going to look like rain. Check the temperatures. If it's below 32, it's dangerous out there, especially on sidewalks, on bridges, and overpasses, like you hear all the time. It's going to be icy. Now, between 11 a.m. and on, it's going to transition above 32, so that's above freezing, and it's going to transition over to rain. It's going to be very heavy rain. We stand to get maybe 2 to 2.5 inches of rain out of this whole system before it's done. So if you're looking to travel maybe afternoon tomorrow, watch out. It's going to be raining. That's going to be the biggest story, is the rain that's coming through. Now, we also have some excitement on the backside. Wednesday morning, the temperature's going to start coming down again. And at that time, the atmosphere from the surface all the way up is going to be cold enough for snow. Yay, we love snow. We like it better than all this mess that's going to go on. So the snow, if the moisture hangs around, this is going to change over to snow Wednesday night into early Thursday morning. If it sticks around long enough, maybe we can get a dusting. But the big story for now is going to be the heavy rain coming through. Watch out for slick spots in the morning. Once again, it may look like rain, but if the temperature is below freezing or below 32 degrees, it's going to be pretty treacherous out there. You guys have a great evening. I'll keep you updated if I can. God bless.